study about the various types of deficiency diseases which will happen if we do not take the food items in proper amounts. So what are deficiency diseases? Deficiency diseases means any diseases which occur due to deficiency of some nutrients in our body. You already know what are the nutrients provided by these food items. So let's go to one by one various types of deficiency diseases. So first you should understand that if we do not take proper amounts of this fat in our body or carbohydrates in our body, then these being energy giving food, so we will not be able to walk properly, we will not be able to do our work properly. If we do not take proper amount of proteins in our body, then we will not be able to grow properly. Now, if protein is not available to a small child, that is in the infant stage, then the child suffers from a condition which is called as kwashiorkor. And in kwashiorkor, the child will be having a protruding belly and moon-like face. So, you should take proteins in proper amounts, otherwise it leads to malnutrition and proper growth of muscles and body growth will not occur. Then energy giving food, that is carbohydrates and proteins, if they are not taken in proper amount, the child in the infant stage suffers from a malnutrition condition known as marasmus, in which the child's bones are visible and skin becomes very dry and rough, and the child is not even able to walk and mental growth is not proper. Now let's come to one by one various types of vitamins and minerals. So in the vitamins, suppose we are not taking proper amount of vitamin C which is available by these guava or these tomatoes and our various types of citrus fruits, then we will be suffering from a condition called as scurvy, and it will lead to bleeding gums and the sides of the mouth also, there will be near the lips there can be bleeding, and this condition was generally seen in the olden times in the sailors which could not get these fresh fruits and vegetables. Now if we are not able to get proper amounts of vitamin A which is provided by these fish or fish oil, cod liver oil, or we can get it from banana, we can get it from these carrots are a good source of vitamin A, your mango is a good source of vitamin A. So if we do not get this vitamin A in proper amount, we can suffer from night blindness, in which the person is not able to see properly in the night time. Night vision is very poor, and if it is not cured, then it can slowly lead to lack of vision in the person. Now if we are not getting proper amount of vitamin D which is available from your natural sunlight, and it is also present in the seafood items like your cod liver oil or fish and meat you can take, and even eggs you can get. So if we do not get in proper amounts, you will have bent legs and the condition is called rickets. Then if we do not get some minerals, like if we do not get salt in proper amount which gives you iodine, because nowadays iodized salts are made, or if we are not getting the seafood items like from this cod liver oil, so we can suffer from a condition called goiter, in which our necks get swollen, and this condition is generally seen in the hilly area people because they are far away from the sea, so they are not able to get the seafoods like fish and other crabs, lobsters and all that. So the person will be suffering from goiter. So I hope most of the things I have shown you today here. I have told you many of the diseases which we can suffer from. Some sources of phosphorus is also there, like your this thing. Your green chilies is a good source of phosphorus. Your banana is a good source of phosphorus. Even the toothpaste, they are having phosphorus, but that you cannot consume. So now I should tell you, as I've told you some diseases, like I've told you scurvy, then marasmus, kwashiorkor, then goiter. I should tell you about anemia also. Anemia occurs when there is lack of iron in our body. So iron is obtained basically from these green leafy vegetables and green fruits or green vegetables, and it is also present in these apples and peaches. These are also good source of iron. So if iron is not present in proper amounts, even guava is having some amount of iron, brinjal is having some amount of iron, so and your banana is also having iron. If iron is not provided to our body in proper amount, it leads to a condition called anemia, in which our body is not able to supply oxygen to the cells, because our red blood cells are made up of a component called hemoglobin, which is responsible for carrying oxygen to the cells of the body. And hemoglobin consists of iron, or it is mainly made up of iron. So if iron is less in our body, our skin will become pale or yellowish in color. Below the eyes also we can see there will be a yellowish color. Even sometimes in your nails also yellowish color comes, and you will be suffering from tiredness and weakness. So that are symptoms of anemia. Now I think I have told you mostly all of the deficiency diseases or the major type of deficiency diseases. Now we should also know what will happen if we take in excess amount. In excess amount, if we take these food items, then also it can lead to some conditions. Like mainly you should know that if in excess amount we take these fatty food items, then it can lead to a condition called obesity. In obesity, the person will have lots of fat in the body, and it will lead to inactiveness of the person will become lazy, the person cannot be active, and it leads to cholesterol in the body. There is cholesterol deposition in the arteries, that is in the blood vessels called arteries, and it leads to sometimes heart attack, and it can lead to many other heart conditions, and it can lead to hypertension, high BP. So there are so many conditions which can happen because of obesity. So main thing is you have to learn that if you want a balanced diet, then you have to take all this in proper amounts. You can make a diet chart. So today's homework is you will make a diet chart from morning to night. You will make a chart in the morning, in breakfast what you will eat, in lunch what you will eat, in dinner what you will have, and in the evening snacks what you will have. You can note down. Try to include in that sprouts, which are rich source of protein. Small children should have this protein rich sprouts, which can be made by soaking these pulses in water and then keeping it in some wet cloth for almost overnight. Then they will have small sprouts or white growths in them, which are called as sprouts, and these sprouts are rich in your protein. So you should include these in your diet. Your milk is considered to be a complete food because it is having vitamins, minerals, and it is having fat, carbohydrate, and everything is there. You should not forget to include water and these salads in your diet. One more thing I like to tell you, that when you cut these fruits and vegetables, you should be very careful. First you have to wash it thoroughly and then you have to cut it, because if you cut it before washing it, then all the vitamin B and C, which are water soluble vitamins, will be lost away with water. If you do excessive cooking also, all these vitamins and minerals will be lost. So cooking should be also proper, washing and cleaning should be proper. Then you will get these vitamins and minerals in proper amounts in your diet. And by taking a balanced diet, you will not suffer from any of the deficiency diseases, and you will have a wonderful healthy body. And a healthy body leads to a healthy mind, and healthy mind will lead to your productivity. So, as you might have heard, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So you need not take actually apple every day because apple may be costly. The poor people can also take some of the daily food items, like they do not take these costly apples or nuts. They can eat some daily food items like in their garden. If suppose they are having these guavas, they can eat guava. Guava will provide them vitamin C. It is rich source of iron also. It is rich source of your fibers if you take it with the cover and the seeds. And you can have some daily available items in your gardens, seasonal fruits and vegetables. Then you can have your sattu, or you can have some dalia, which is very good source of carbohydrates and some vitamins, minerals and fibers. Then you can have roti with pulses, that will give you carbohydrates, even some amount of ghee or butter which you can make. And if you have not seen, I have shown you in my video that how to separate the butter from the cream, and you can make out the ghee out of that, so that you can get from your home. Then everybody may be having this rice at home, that is rich source of your some vitamins and minerals also, carbohydrates also you can get from this. So from your daily food items, even your starch containing potatoes are rich source of some vitamins and minerals, and if they are taken with their cover, they can provide you fiber also. So these daily use materials if you eat, even jaggery you can have, that is good or jaggery, it is rich source of iron, that you can have with your roti, and that will also provide you iron, plus it will give you carbohydrate, and you can apply some ghee to it, it will provide you fat. So like this, a combination of food items you can make, and even this spices, that is your green chili you can have, it can give you phosphorus, it can give you vitamin C. So like these daily use items if you eat, you will remain healthy. No need to go for some very costly food items, no need to go for the green teas, no need to go for something which is not available in your market on a seasonal basis. So I hope I have told you all the health benefits of the various food items around you. Like even you can have eggs on a regular basis, it is rich source of protein. It is the egg white you should take. The egg yellow part or yolk, it is actually having fat in it. So those people who are obese or those who have cholesterol problem, they should not take the yellow portion, they should take only the white portion of the egg. So in the boiled form if you take, it is very rich source of protein that you should provide to the children. You should provide sprouts to the children. You should provide these pulses to the children, because children need all this protein for their body growth. Even milk is good for the children. And you can provide carbohydrates and protein together for energy and body growth as well. So that can be provided to children. To the old people, you can provide these fruits and vegetables more in their diet, because it is a protective food, so it will protect them from the diseases. And athletes can have, those people who have more physical work, they can have both carbohydrate forms, that is, and fat also. Carbohydrates of the various forms, that is animal carbohydrate, plant carbohydrate, all that they can have. They can have these animal and plant fat also. Okay, so I think you have understood most of the things from here. So stay tuned to your channel. I hope all of you are liking the videos which are related to health, which are related to environment, math, science and English. And you are a subscriber of the channel. You are giving your wonderful remarks. So thank you for staying tuned. And don't forget today's homework. You have to make a diet chart in which you will put the various food items, include them in proper amounts, include them as your physical activity is there, include them as your age is there, and also you can consider your gender. Like generally, if boys are more active or even girls are more active, they can have more of energy giving food, while those people who are less active, they can have less of energy giving food. So like that, make a diet chart, and you can put your diet chart in my remarks also. And don't forget to write whether you like the video or not, whether you want something more out of it. So please don't forget to write this in your remarks. I'm enjoying with you all.